What the f?
That'll do it right there. That'll go ahead and call the corner because it's a wrap for you, boy.
I have a question. How did she end up in that predicament? Is she trying to climb back up the slide? Why are you trying to climb back up the slide? I'm going to be honest, bro. Roller coasters, water slides, I'm very anxious when it comes to those things. For me to be anxious, I'm be sliding down the tube and run across her ass in there looking like a spider. Bitch look like an albino spider. Man, listen. It'd have been over with. It'd have been over with, bro. I'd have been a dead body in there.
I'd say the scariest part about my dating history was the fact that I was immediately sold into sex slavery at 15. Like, I was immediately sold into sex slavery at 15 by my first boyfriend. But I guess that's like sex forward or something now. That's what everyone calls it, being sex forward. So, good for me. And I was lucky to have such an encouraging boyfriend. So yeah, good for me for being sex forward and having a supportive ex-boyfriend. And it was like very normal.
See, if I say what I want to say, it's going to sound like I'm victim shaming. So, did he sell you into sex slavery? Like, was he a pimp? Or did he take it down, then put one of his mans on? Is that what happened? Did he take it down, then he put one of his friends on, and they took you down? Because that ain't sex slavery. That's just you being loose with the box. Now, if you did get, you know what I'm saying, folks was out here low-key trafficking you, that's a different story. But if you was loose with the box, you can't do that. Don't use them word gymnastics. Because what you saying hits different than somebody who's being loose.
Under the radar, too. Like, I was still, like, living with my family. I had a bunch of friends. I was, like, in school, like, doing normal schoolwork that, like, girls do. If anything, it was actually massively helping me improve my social life, career, and like personal growth and development. So good for me for being sex forward and having such an encouraging, supportive ex-boyfriend that guided me into the sex trade.
Some of y'all gonna come at me and say I'm victim shaming. You victim shaming? She was being trafficked. No, this is educational dishonesty or word gymnastics. Usually I call it word gymnastics, but this is educational dishonesty. What you saying is, and I was 15 at one point, and I know it was girls out here that was loose with the box. Them same girls used to come to my homeboy house, and they'll come for one homeboy, and then they'll see another one that they thought was cute, and before you know it, they'll f my homeboy, and 2 weeks later they back fucking his cousin, because they thought his cousin was cute. At 15, this is the type of shit we had going on at 15. This is the type of shit you gotta warn your sons about. This is why it's a lot of dudes right now on the news or on the internet getting accused of assault because some young lady has buyer's remorse. Call a spade a spade. Now, hold on. I'm going in. But if he was out here pimping you for real, that's something different. But you saying he was sex forwarded. So sex forwarded translates to me that you got passed around, which also translates to me that you had no regulation on your pum pum. You was being loose with the box.
I'm from the trenches where it go down. I'm a shooter so you know my gun sound like ba-da-ba-ba-ba. He's loving it. That's how you feel, bro. That's what you want to sound like, bro. My gun sound like, love that chicken for Popeyes. Oh, bro, always on my head, bro. For real, just chill. Bro, for real, that sound like Arby's. We have the meats. That's why he beefing. Y'all always do this, bro. I just had to hood with this, bro.
If my man say he rapping, I'm supporting his raps, even if it's trash. I might give him some constructive criticism, but I want him to know, hey, I got your back. Especially in this day and age, half these rappers is trash. Half this shit that get played on the radio is trash. So why not? Why am I not gonna hype my mans up if I think it's trash? Bro, it's songs that been on the radio that I thought was trash, and they kept playing it, and now I just be like, I put that shit in my car and I be going crazy. So yeah, let my mans eat. Support your peoples, man.
Miss?
Yes.
I just have one item, just these pretzels. Here. Can I just go in front of you?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm busy. I'm in a rush, but I'll be quick.
Have you... You're in a rush?
You think I go to the gym and eat broccoli and no bread and no cheese and no pork and slowing down my drinking so I can keep my clothes on this summer? You think I'll go to the gym and eat broccoli and no bread and no cheese and no pork and slowing down my drinking so I can keep my clothes on this summer? You think I'll go to the gym and eat broccoli and no bread and no cheese and no pork and slowing down my drinking so I can keep my clothes on this summer? You think I'll go to the gym?
My bad. My CPU malfunctioned just now. My CPU malfunctioned. Call customer service. She had. She had. It was cake on top of cake. What you call that? There's a motherfucker double decker. What you call those, bro? When you stack the cakes on top. I shouldn't be saying none of that, bro. I shouldn't be saying none of that. I'm going in. I'm doing a little too much. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to you for going to the gym and, putting in that work, man.
Ooh, y'all ain't never had no wings like this before. Dirty rice stuffed, crispy fried chicken wings. And they are absolute freak booty. Let's go, baby. Ooh. Down with them chicken wings. Get them drums knocked out like this. Run a sharp knife around the tip of that wing. Slide that meat down off of that bone. And snatch them bones up out of there. It's a real boneless wing now. Hit them with that yellow mustard. Throw it down real good all over. Stuffing them down with that dirty rice. If they don't look like they just got that Kardashian BBL, get back to work. They not plumped enough. Hit them with that onion powder, that honey garlic, smoked paprika, little pinch of that Cajun love. Slam dunked up in that egg water. Put it down in that Cajun seasoned flour. And right up in that hot tub they go. Fry, baby, fry. Ooh, that's that color. Talk about pretty. Just look at them things. So pretty, try. Talk about a panty dropper. Ooh, here, get you a bite. Ooh, yikes.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My mouth watering, my arms sweating, my back hard. Damn. I ain't never thought about stuffing on rice and some wings. This is big back activity to a whole nother level.
And y'all can stop calling me a stud. I don't want to identify as that. I want to be wherever Queen Latifah is. Thank you. And y'all can stop calling me a stud. I don't.
Listen, I see your comments has been limited, which means that the wrong audience is buying what you selling. The stud whisperers are probably in your comment section, and you can't blame nobody.
Look, see a bomb buckler, you run. Yeah, I call you and tell you I'm look out for lunch. Come. Cause me wake up this morning and I want a little food. Don't pass them here, you know.
Well,
And you are watch them here right now. I wake up this morning and I try to look over something for out of little stew peas and nothing in my stew peas pot. Listen me now, sit down on the bucket there.
Jesus Christ.
Sit down on the bucket there.
Are you tell me see a lunch me I get me run?
See water here? Yeah, sit down on the bucket.
It put a hose out of her ass.
Yeah. Yeah, wash every blood clot thing. And when you're done with them, I want them to look like something we can carry go sell back.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I'm think the lunch me.
Yeah, you clean the plate yesterday and me end up not get none, can't add no water to and build back nothing. You dirty blood clot, you boy, you run, come down and check, say alone, can't get. Wash them.
Hey, nah, this bring back memories from the gate. That's how the people that got some money used to gate their house up in the Caribbean. You feel me? To how she washing the pot. You know, my mom used to wash the pot like that before too, bro. My mom's definitely used to wash the pot like that. At a certain point in time, we used to go to the river to wash clothes. You know, yo, it's a crazy life living in the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Oh, I ain't finna. It's a crazy life living in the Caribbean. But one thing about living in the Caribbean, bro, is that at least when I lived out there, I didn't know we was poor. I promise you, I didn't know we was poor, dog. Until I came to America, that's when I started realizing, oh, this is poor. This is poor. Damn, we had an outhouse. Damn, I was living bad.
And I said I wasn't going to give y'all an update on this fitness journey until, like, the new year. Like, the 40... It's only, like, 30... I think 35 days, 34 days, something like that. But since I started this journey 3 weeks ago, don't mind my dirty laundry in the background. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing. I let that man go. Hold on. Oh, sorry. My stomach went down a little. Booty went up a little bit. Let that man go. Let that man go. Let that man go and let God, okay? New body, new discovery, new nigga coming. Sorry.
Why y'all be doing that? Huh? Why y'all be doing that? Y'all be so selfish. So it was his fault you wasn't going to the gym? It was his fault you wasn't eating right? Explain this to me. It was his fault that you just wasn't taking care of yourself. Let me tell you what's actually going on, okay? When you on the hunt, you need bait. When you in a relationship, regardless of how good or how bad the relationship is, you comfortable. You let yourself go. You just in there. But when you single and you gotta attract new people, what you gonna do? You gonna make sure the bait is attractive. And to me, that shit is kind of unfair. And you know what? I'm guilty of this too. Cause look at me, I done gained some weight. When me and my wife first started talking, I had an 8-pack. I had abs on top of abs. My legs was defined. My face was chiseled. I had waves. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me now. Look at me now. And that's not right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, and maybe I'm playing devil's advocate, this might be do what I say, don't do what I do. This might be one of them type of situations. But I believe that you should be both the main dude and the side dude. And when I say that is be the main dude, right? But also like look the part of somebody that will always catch a woman's eye. Like don't be the guy that she just, I'm attracted to you because I love you. You know, like no, bro. Be the eye candy too. Boy, look at that water. That water nasty. I don't know where they from. India, Bangladesh. But I'm telling you right now, them better not go to sleep. They better not go to sleep, bro. That water look dirty as hell and he just got a face full of that. Them ain't your friends, bro.
So everybody talking about this, right? So she said they canceled. His kids have to pack a bag when they go over to his house. Basically saying he can't be that good of a father if your kids still have to pack a bag every time they go over to your house. And for the most part, she's absolutely right. Like, I don't see how this is. I don't see how this is getting misconstrued. Your kids are obviously not with you enough. It's not supposed to feel like your kids is going over to daddy's house to visit. They're supposed to feel like they're going to their second home. It's supposed to be already curated for them, or at the very least have clothes over there. I'm not saying they got a backpack with their favorite toy and the Nintendo Switch and all that shit. That's not. But they ain't got no drawers, nothing to sleep in, no decent outfits that's just washed and folded, ready to go. You don't have your kids enough. But that's not even like crazy to think. Like that's not even hard to get. That's just emptying out a drawer for them. Like how is that? People come over your house, you got extra cups, extra plates, extra seats, extra rags, extra towels. You got 30 pair of shoes, all kinds of clothes, multiple of everything in the house, and your kids don't have a few days worth of clothes. That can be a red flag. I don't know why.
Nah, it is.
That could definitely.
It is.
Yeah, it's supposed to feel like they just spending the night over dad's house. Like, no matter where I went in my family, I didn't need shit. I felt like I was going to my other home. If I was going to my dad's house, if I was going to grandma's house, my auntie's house, hey, just bring them, drop them.
Yeah.
Be good over here. Be good. And some dude was like, I did have a lot of clothes over here for my daughter, but she ended up growing out of it, so she had to pack a bag, so you don't know. That means you don't have her enough. She grew out of all the clothes, and the next time she came over, she just couldn't fit nothing. You should have her so much that, oh, she's getting a little bit too big for this shirt. Like, oh, she's getting a little bit too big for it's time to, wardrobe change accordingly. I know kids grow fast, but if you just had her last week, you should have noticed that shit. If you getting her every fucking 6 months, well, duh. No shit, she can't fit that shit no more.
110% agree with him. Now, knock on wood. I hope me and my wife don't get divorced and then We got a co-parent. I ain't trying to deal with none of that. But if it does come to that, my son and my daughter gonna have a room in my crib. They're gonna have a closet full of clothes. It should feel like your son just walked into another room. He got the PlayStation at your mother house. He got the Xbox at your crib. Got these type of J's at his mother house. He got these type of J's at your crib. Sometimes he might want to switch them out.
Different level of disrespect, bro. This is exactly why I don't take my car to no takeovers or anything, bro. People just do whatever, bro. And if you try to call the police or call your insurance company, bro, they gonna smack you upside the head and say why you had to take over anyway. So,
yeah, I don't go to takeovers. I don't go to takeovers at all. Actually, you want to hear something crazy? I'm actually thinking of getting another car. It's crazy the car I'm thinking again. I'm thinking again the M3. I'm thinking again the M3. Now, I feel as though if you go to like a M3 car meet, it'll be a lot different than going to like a Mopar car meet. BMW drivers is a lot different from going to a Mopar car meet. Because at Mopar car meets, this is the type of shit you see. This type of stuff that happens, bro. BMW drivers are older white men, older black men. Young dudes is getting money. You ain't trying to really mess your car up. They ain't out there sliding around and shit. Everybody parked up. They open the hood, see what work you got done. They sip some coffee, they sip some tea, and talk about the car. That's it, bro. These folks be tripping. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog. It's free. It is free for you to subscribe. And hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.